Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to get into map number 3 in just a brief moment. We've got ourselves a Karachi in control. We've got ourselves an OPTIC Texas in one corner. The New York Subliners in the other. Miles and Chance here to get you through this one. And looks like Kenny might have just stepped on a bit of Lego. Chance, you look quite unhappy there.
I mean, that will absolutely do the trick for you. So we're going to say our thoughts and prayers to Kenny through his troubling times. Obviously, map 1, he did not enjoy on an individual level, but OPTIC fried, so he's happy. Map 2, they got to talk about some things, right? A very unfortunate 1v1 loss there from Dashy, but that just means tip of the skies. Great shots, aiming for the head, and quite a few clutches he was able to get. But there you see the records between these two teams, and I'll remind you, it was New York Subliners that actually banned Invasion. So again, I don't know if that's them paying respects to OPTIC or also lethal on that map, or if they just want to try this out before the major. Either way, Hydra trying out new jumps. He is already sorted around the map, and hey, freebie first blood. Congratulations, he is already behind you.
Oh, you know what I love about watching Hydra play, and this is something that I think a few folks might have picked up on today. He plays for the guaranteed kill. He's not one of those guys who's like, if I'm in from behind, if I'm making the sneak play, I'm guaranteeing it. I'm not going to get some damage and then run around and hope for the best. I'm guaranteeing it. Lovely start for the New York Subliners. Back to OPTIC now on spawn, bottom side of the map. New York instantly hitting towards it. Skies, he's the front man.
And really, you just had New York Subliners do an insanely efficient job of making sure you stabilize on defense. Whole team basically rotated over towards B, shut it down, and they're just so quick to get back into position that they're going to have to work just for the A zone, and this guy's one of the guys making you work for it. You got Junkyard under lock and key by Sib, who actually loses the gunfight. And so this is just to be a nuisance right now. Shotzi gets to dance while his teammates capture A, but dance maybe not going to last too long. But again, New York Subliners respecting their opponent. 3 players were stacked up over towards B as they continue to maybe hold things down on the defensive end. A solo cap rolling through. It's going to take a little bit of time before OPTIC can get it.
It's a nice bit of work there from Dashy. Dives off the point for a second. Will he be able to secure the second segment? The answer is no. I don't think so. Might be a pixel away. 25 seconds of the game clock. Over towards B, we're trying to get, and that's a lovely bit of defensive work from Skies. Renetti at the ready. Here comes Hydra. Perfect pinch there, and in and out. Doesn't miss a bullet. 6 of 3 overall. The fight is not done just yet, but Kenny in a world of hurt. Oh, but his teammates saved the day. B now under attack.
Yeah, 13 seconds though left on the game clock, so if Subliners ever get them off of it, OPTIC have to be very quick to manage either getting B or getting A, but why not do both? Shotzi gonna go for A and just drag more attention his direction as the B zone collapses. That was 14 seconds left on the game clock, and Kenny and Dashy simply get it done.
It's unbelievable work. A minute to go now, and I'll give you 2 reasons not to drink from the toilet. Number 1 and number 2. Kismet. Big win on there on Kenny. Staying alive. 13 lives apiece.
Okay, well, we all have to recover after that one, just like Subliners have to recover in this round. Only a single tick of progress left in. I don't think you're going to get it done. Dashy is shooting. He was mind blown. He lost the 1v1 because he has just dominated every single individual gunfight this man has had. Dashy right now is completely on point. Need that man's routine.
Absolutely. Flexing on him. 8 and 3. We saw that solo cap on towards A for quite some time. He got that entire segment nearly alone. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Defensively, so sound there from the boys of the New York Subliners. OPTIC again, it just takes a couple of moments. You find that one crack in the armor and you are in.
I bet when Dashy shows up to work on any given day, JP already has the scrapyard bot lobby up for him.
Yeah, preloaded. JP's the GOAT for that.
Absolutely. Dashy on a 5 spree as well would be the GOAT if he gets a cruise missile.
Close enough. There it is. GOAT status achieved. See how easy it is, Reddit? You guys going back and forth for years about this. We got it done in a minute.
Yeah, come on, honestly.
A 1 segment down, 2 to go. Sib's doing this mostly uncontested for now, and Dashy looking to find at least something here. And he's shooting players at the sky. We're looking at the second segment on its way up before long. Pred and OPTIC have basically chalked this one, and I'm not entirely sure why.
Not exactly. Pred's trying to take a route. Hydra got behind him as well, so it's sort of a scattered minimap. In a delicate moment, because there's Hydra striking in the feed, and he could open up the B zone, or at least put the pressure on, so much so that he's flying at you, Pred. Everybody getting caught off guard, and now Hydra on a 4 spree, stopping the clock. A-zone's already gone, and he's just done everything for you. You lose track of him for a second. Now you got to watch that B-zone potentially fly away.
Flying away even faster now. Jossie's trying to cut through mid. There's 2 players on B, 1 down. Kismet pushes out just to make sure you've got a little bit of safety net to work with. 2 remaining defenders. Spawners are nowhere near.
Wow.
Kenny finds a big one. That is going to slow things in a big, big way. Kiz pressing forward now. Loses a tough one, but a single segment on B now remains. Optic Texas line up for the defense.
And SUBLINERS dropped the ball a little bit there in the moment. Not easy to convert, but Kenny able to just slam in 2 different gunfights, and Kismet not able to convert. Still though, 2 minutes to work with for a single tick. I mean, SUBLINERS, you feel like they should have this in the bag, but much easier said than done, and great awareness on the flank. Stun connects. Kismet chooses a different route.
Jossie got full coverage on a Hydra there. Skies, the little peppering, not necessarily going to do enough to season that push. Kenny, Dashi, shots, you name it. Optic, big kills. Now push forward. Massive work again out of Shotzi. 3 spree. No one's getting out of spawn. Damn, Sun finds another trophy down and somehow gets naded.
Well, the only thing not quicker than Shotzi movement is the speed of throwing a trophy. It doesn't save him there, but again, Optic so on point. They get the 4 down, and Shotzi flies up to block the spawns as well. They got a pretty sizable stranglehold on the map. 2 players stacked up over towards mid. Kismet takes the gunfight, and he's gonna get it. And maybe try to buy yourself just a little bit of space. Pred feels the pressure of 2 players through the middle of the map, but what was once 2 minutes on the game clock, now you're down under a minute. Still though, just a single segment is all SUBLINERS need.
We are evaporating Skies. A desperation melee. Nice shots, keeping Kenny at bay, just enough to buy a little bit of time. But again, his boys, that's where you need to find the success. The rest of the squad's got to fight their way forward now as well. Alleyway hit. Hydra now down low. Kenny brought down, and that is a classic Hydra gunfight. 1 man down. You've got to try to find a few more. Here we go, on towards the zone.
That's a SIB gunfight as well. Rips someone off a heady, and well, in the meantime, Kenny for 2. Look at there, off a respawn. Who likes the headshot multiplier? I think Ken might. That is 3 in the feed. And Optic, well, now with 10 seconds to go, this will be mincemeat and easy work. Just watch the cross, and yeah, Kenny's gonna get it done. What a hell of a respawn there from Ken.
Yeah, Kenny gets absolutely peeled by Hydra, comes off spawn and picks up 4 immediately. 2-0 so far here on Karachi Control. Optic 1 round away from taking the lead in the series.
And Dashi again. Maybe he hates the headshot multiplier so much that instead of using the cover as a heady, he just wants to stand a little bit higher. And there's a look from Kenny. Yeah, just lining up for him. Lovely timing there on Hydra. As fast as he is, Kenny a little bit too quick off respawn for him. And that is a massive defensive round of web. That was 1 minute and 53 seconds, I think, SUBLINERS had on the game clock to capture B. Just 1 tick, and not able to get it done.
The crazy thing about Dashi in that position, by the way, like if you look at the centering, as soon as you come around the corner, you're aiming just directly between his legs. You know what I mean? There's nothing there. So it's definitely a very
well, there's something there, but
whoa, okie dokie. 3 down. New York SUBLINERS press the advantage.
I saw him in map 1. Definitely something there, and well, now Optic stuck in their spawn, and this is what I'm talking about. These routes. Hydra reads it. These 2 players, man, they are just ready for just the insanity of the jungle gym that is Karachi. And now Kismet is trying to slow these players down. Optic, they have no open avenues of attack, but there, as Kismet falls, B's going to be the call. Skies just gets to watch him on the cross. Going to have to chase and see if he can pick up some freebies. Can't get it done. Optic, coverage, too perfect. All the kills seemingly flowing their way.
It's seemingly, you've still got at least Kenny behind you. And Kiz, he and Sib have got to deal with that, but big damage across the board. So very, very awkward defensive setup right now for the SUBLINERS. And yeah, Dashi's just roaming around. He's got a rival 9 now. And Sib, wow, they line up for him, and he immediately snaps onto the 3rd, just in case. Clock's ticking. Starting to run out of options here if you're Optic Texas.
Operation Hunt Down Kenny, though. He has just gone on the world pour, and that means A is going to have to be the call. He's cleared out the back spawns, but SUBLINERS, maybe 2 players were worried about the B pressure, but Hydra worried about A. There's a 5 spree for making 6 for Dashi. He's doing it with the rival 9. He was annoyed with the headshot multiplier, so he's just pulling every single trick out of the bag.
Big wins across the board there. Subliners have been pushed back to spawn, pushed back to B. Last chance here in the map. 16 seconds becomes a minute and 16 seconds. Here we go. 20 lives as well for Optic to throw at this, and Dashi has got something else to throw. Here comes the cruise. Right a spawn. Say goodbye, Kismet. 1 down, 2 down, all on the Skies.
Waiting for Hydra as well. Skies in the backline, yeah, too strong, and Hydra wins his Dashi opportunity. What is the better gun? He can give us our answer, except he's been trying to hunt down Hydra, who has completely disappeared. He's gonna be top red, and well, now you're worried about that location. Dashi again, looking for the rival 9. Can he give himself a little bit extra? The stuns and the extra damage, not enough. Rival 9, absolutely fine.
It looks like a lot of fun. Kenny's MCW shooting paper clips right now. Sib's still alive. Less than 30 seconds on the clock. Pred! Oh! Pred's shooting something a little meaner. Skies, they caught that on the top of his head. Oh, he did not. 20 seconds now. Pressing forward. He's look left, look right. And Skies just hiding out. Hydra 2 in the feed. There's the contest. Can they sniff out Pred and take care of him? That will reopen the game clock. There it is. Shotsy now moving in. Oh, and he might have timed this brilliantly. Or not. The damage still. 10 seconds to go, Chance.
Oh my god, he didn't want to give away his position, but yeah, New York Subliners ahead of the game. They knew the entire time. So he's trying to play off the point, doesn't make a difference, and that is a big moment too, because that is the cruise missile Dashi was able to earn. I think 2 of them he was able to get, but only 1 you actually get the call if you're trying to stack. So that gets used and effectively wasted. Subliners clutch up on defense, but both these teams right now sweating here in the map 3. Karachi very well could be the difference maker in the series.
It's a very hot part of the world, Chance. Very, very hot indeed. Quite dry. Not a lot of humidity. And absolutely no mercy whatsoever here in the game of Control. It's the start of the magic here for the Subliners. As Big Bruce, 25 and 12, has been putting the hurt on them. 2-2 split right now from New York. 2A, 2B.
And they won the gunfight at B as well. So yeah, Shotzzy falls, Kenny falls as well. It wasn't a 2-2 split, it was a 3-1. And Hydra might get caught, but here comes the chaos. Kismet from up top, the cutoff man. Everybody else, it has to be the dumpster. You've cleared out everything. Shotzzy's so quick to deal with you though. It's the easiest thing to watch, and yet he finds a way to make it through. Shotzzy off spawn, there to just break that push down.
Breaks it down, nearly alone. Wonderful work there from the entirety of the roster, where Shotzzy finds the final kills. Hydra battling forward, his 21st kill of the map. Pressure now on towards A, and it's a slow capture. It's only a single man, but you've got coverage all across the board. Optic creeping forward here on Karachi, looking for any and all members of the Subliners. You're running into a whole lot of trouble. Here comes Skies. Toe-to-toe with Big Bruce. Still capturing A. Second segment done.
Such a slow cap too. Lay G hanging out by barrels, but yeah, nowhere to go. New York Subliners, nice and slow, easy as it goes, and maybe now an opportunity to make a little bit of noise over towards B, but you don't win the gunfight in the back. Optic consistently on point with their rotations as well, and Hydra nowhere to go. The entire team is swarming. Pushed out the junk dart as well to try to force back those deep spawns, so Optic again operating like clockwork. Sib though gonna give you 2, something to think about when you come off spawn.
Yeah, that's a lovely bit of work there from Sib to stay alive in that situation. On the Skies, the slow belly crawl. A few players have made this one work. Pred probably quite surprised to have seen him there, but a minute 30 to play. Subliners life lead starting to dwindle somewhat. Do try to ignore the scoreboard here, folks. The player cams have got accurate stats, and that is a big one from Hydra. Second on the shots here as well. Beautiful work, and he's somehow dancing, staying alive. He's pulled the aggro. Dashi wins it. Pressure now still from Skies. Massive damage. The nade forces them out of cover. Sib on the pinch. Sib on the pinch. A 5 spree, and the Subliners are in.
Shooting bodies as well, because why don't you give them 6? This started out the 2 piece he got was up top, and now you try to flip the dumpster. Sib ain't that guy. He's got the laser beam. Dumpster under lock and key, and they have simply ran away with this round. I mean, 15-6 on the life count. That is destruction. And look who just hits the go button in the end. Sib, that is a 10 spree against Optic Texas to deliver us a round 5.
I mean, that might have been a scuff play of the game. Hint, hint, wink, wink, folks. That was disgusting from Sib. To quote Chris Puckett, that's gone in the top 10. And that was something else, man. Whew. Unbelievable. Well, there we go. Final round. Here we have it, folks. There's some of Sib's movement here, and the timing on all these kills chance. The dead body, you name it, everyone was getting something.
Yeah, that's how you know a player's twisted. Same thing. Would they just like snap on a trophy with an OAM assist? You know, they're like in their bag right now. As soon as you snap on a body like that, you just know he's not going to miss. And there was the opportunity early on. Like the opening break for Subliners was kind of perfect. They had to flood OPTIC through the dumpster push, but OPTIC simply able to soar through. Sib, again, not that guy. One of the best shots in the league. Showing off right now is OPTIC, maybe looking to do the same. Almost the exact same route that Subliners took, trying to take a page out of it, but Sib and the Subliners wrote it. Number 12, why don't you go for the record?
That was a very uncharacteristic dead from Sib's player cam. He's quite a cool, calm player, not at the moment. He's certainly starting to heat up. And this Karachi is looking to be a memorable one for him. Down 2-0. This final round is already looking very spicy.
He's got two players he's cutting off as well. Got to be careful about the shoulders you throw, or maybe get perfect timing.
Oh no.
Honestly, Sib, I think, got lucky. Did he? Yeah, he ends up saving the cruise missile, so I think if Brett had killed him just maybe a second later, would have burned it, and instead, Subliners, that is 4 down and right off spawn and just trying to dagger you. You're stuck in your spawn indeed.
That's incredibly lucky timing. Wow. 32-15 from Sib. One segment down at A, 40 seconds left on this one. OPTIC looking for a window. Can we get anywhere here, boys? This has been such a dynamic defense from the New York Subliners.
They're going to keep it going, too. Hydra's behind you. Is anybody turn for this? Yep, little too late, though. The thorn in your side, the 2 players on point don't know what direction they need to look. Kenny somehow gives you 2 in the chaos of it, though. And Kismet on the cross, well, he gives you 1, but Dashy able to slip the net and get through. So 27 seconds stopped on the clock, but OPTIC, 13 lives to work with. Need a miracle to win this round.
Sky's dancing. Sky's dancing. So much damage and at least 3 players, but not enough time for his boys to get there. How are the Subliners going to take this route? Kismet with immediate diving through the window. He's dodged at least 1 player there, but now he's in from behind. Second segment be on the way out. Fast moving here. They should be able to get the capture. No way do you stop this one.
Like right
Over
now,
to A with a single segment remaining, and what a dramatic finish we are looking for here in this game of Control.
Sim is the only one actually playing.
And they're catching all the players on the flank, too. Yeah, they cleared out their base. That is good work there. You see Kismet calling out, ready for the cross. Everybody knows about the spawners, and well, now you know they're going to be stuck in their spawn once again. 8 lives just to get out of the mix. Clean 4 down, make it down to 5. Welcome to the blender. I do not know how OPTIC could possibly win this round.
They're so trapped in their spawn right now, but they've still got time. 5 lives. 1 wave of kills and a very, very solid sprint. But Hydra back at it again with the big car kills. 3 lives remaining for OPTIC. 2 lives remaining. And this game of Control, New York. What a comeback this has been.
Yeah, nice little reverse sweep in the control. And I'm telling you, this simply changes the way the pick and bans are going to get played come major time. Subliners opening that Karachi door. But obviously, both of these maps a square up, and, well, Sib happy to square. Goes on a 12 spree, really just to put the stamp on the game. A little bit of luck from the crews as well, but OPTIC had to fight just to cap 1 zone. Almost flabbergasted by the performance Sib was able to just throw at him. A collapse there on Karachi.
That's outstanding. We'll check the structural integrity of OPTIC's control game after that one.
4th game, sorry.
Might not pass inspection. Subliners. Devastating performance there for your Monster Energy matchup. You can't ask for more. 35 and 24 from Hydra. 38 and 17 from Sib. That's 7k damage as well. He really was doing it all himself with the 35 non-traded. It's disgusting. Was that game just north of 15 minutes? What a saga that was.
Yeah, it looks like Sib and Dashy might be taking turns on the foot race of who can get the most damage out, get the most kills. But now reality might be setting in from OPTIC Texas. I mean, just the idea of them starting in losers bracket seems a little bit absurd. They were looking great in this series, up 2-0 in the control. I'm thinking there's no possible way, but if they fall to the Subliners here, maybe good news from OPTIC. One of their next matches, they play Boston, but then the other one is going to be Toronto. So these are tough matches, and if you lose here, potentially a 2-5 finish. Loser bracket could be worst case scenario for Major 4, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Still got a series to finish, but where things were once falling into the laps from the Optic players with 3 headshots in the feed there from Kenny, that lead was not safe. Good work, Subliners again. World champ resolve that they had. And it was the new man on the roster able to get it done, and this was the start of a spree.
I mean, really, as far as this game goes, the highest of skill ceilings from both teams. Outstanding mechanical ability for nearly everyone here in the lobby. We've really got to see everything. And that is a very, very disappointing finish there for the Optic boys. The New York Subliners have bought themselves a lifeline that I don't think anyone saw coming. And that man there on your screen, Sib, what a spree that was. Well, 6-5, 3-2 to Rio we go now.
This is, I mean, a dangerous map. This is going to be the SMGs going to get out of control. Potentially a third SMG for either of these teams going to be pulled out from time to time as well. So a dangerous look. I know Subliners have struggled in hardpoint against Optic, but I honestly kind of like their odds on Rio. Obviously, though, a map Optic Texas are very happy to play as well. So a square up series, great maps down the line for both of these squads, and just a precursor to them playing against each other, potentially at the major and champs as well. 2 of the best going at it, and Subliners, if they get a win here, well, maybe we just get to start making the claim that they've begun to hit their Final Four.
I know. I was looking at the standings, you know, a matter of moments ago, actually. I was thinking about, it's a top 4 league, or is it top 3 based on the scoreline at all, or just the points, but who knows. Hardpoint kill leaders, though. Hydra, top of the pile, and what a pile it is. At 1.24 overall chance just in the qualifiers here. A lot of Ultra boys there. 3 members of Vegas Legion as well. What an insane run to Major 4 this has been.
Yeah, and at this point in time, if it wasn't for the S&D, I mean, Hydra, in my mind, would probably be like clear-cut best player in the game at this moment. And even then, he's in the conversation because it's not like his S&D is poor. Still very strong, just not quite ascended to the godlike form. But this is a map again, SMGs, time to shine. Hydra is your leader in this category, but Shotzi has been popping off as well. A square up for both these teams. It is going to be exciting. And I know especially so if you're paying attention to the fans of the Subliners. 12th in hold percentage, not going to be acceptable on a map like this. You have to make sure, especially your P2s and P3s, that you're locking them down if you get there first.
So what you're saying, Chance, is the Subliners have to get to the hard point first. And they have to hold on dearly.
You're Miles Barbaro. We appreciate you.
Shotzi Dashi by 2. That's a deep cut. Early time, though, for the Subliners. Oh dear, Pred over the top. And Kismet, he gets a lot of tags in, but he doesn't manage to close in for now. Doesn't finish his plate, as Ton likes to say. Thanks, Ton, for stepping in and helping out so much this weekend. Woo! That's a lovely set of trades, but still, only the hard point in the hands of the Subliners.
We love him a ton. You can give that one to Miles for the count. But right now, honestly, Subliners have loved themselves some P1. Skies didn't even mean to kill that guy. That's how well this first hill just win. So much so that the spawns have been flipped in. Now we get to test it. They're 12th in hold percentage. They very much get here first. Hydra wins the one against Shotzi as well. And Hydra, maybe just more kills going to fall into his lap. Great angle. Gotta finish it though. You gotta finish the gunfights.
It was delicious until it was not finished. Kenny and Dashi now, their MCW's fighting forward. Sky suppressed and he's pinned down and in a lot of trouble. This kill though is taking so long to get. Ah, look at that. Hydra's off spawn and Hydra finds 2 somehow. Oh my god, Kismet. Optic had Sky's pinned down, but he simply would not die. And now you've got a ton of time.
Yeah, 12th in hold percentage? I don't think so. Optic goose egg so far on these first 2 hills. And finally, maybe an opportunity just to touch that zone. Kismet behind Hot Dog. He's got Sib as the protector, but couldn't give you enough extra. Finally, Optic able to break through. Can't get that extra time, though. 3 whole seconds they were able to get.
3 sweet seconds. They came in and really said, can I touch that hill? They said, yeah, for 3 seconds. After that, good luck, have fun. P3, they're on its way. Again, P3, after clean 4 down, this should be a brilliant hold now. At least 20 to 30 seconds here for Optic Texas. That hard point is all theirs. And they are well spread, though, across the map. All corners covered. Just hoping now if Dashi can get across map, because that's where the Subliners are. But good work out of his boys. Hey, they managed to get a few on the way.
Well, This should be easy reads, though, from Kenny. Shots able to call out both these players on this side, so that is the first push, and New York Subliners off of that can only make it to contest, but gotta win the gunfights around the hill, and Hydra gonna bunny hop to do it. What could have been a perfect hold from OPTIC, instead they lose the spawns. They got the entry kills and simply could not convert. Subliners for the moment might just be running away with this game.
Yeah, saying the stats, they're not lying, but they're not necessarily accurate as of this very moment. Sib winning that one somehow. Kismet as well. What in the Kismet? That's every kill. OPTIC Texas.
Kenny
The
needs to
pace
settle
they
into the
cannot
game.
meet. Subliners are running away with it.
Yeah, your Major 3 champs, they are feeling
He's
the
the player
heat
that
so
they need to
far in
capture all the
stage
time,
4.
but at the moment, he's
70-point
dying
deficit
as
back
soon as he
against
gets
the
any
wall,
time.
and it's not a guarantee, but losers bracket on the horizon. Dashy, he's challenged. He's also just gonna die. Push just completely stuffed, and Kenny, another slow start as well. A handful of players have gotten bit by the 0.5 HP bug. We're going to see how it continues, but Kismet's going to continue with a cruise missile of his own. Everything going right from New York. These guys, I mean, they're just piecing them up.
It's piecing
It's
a
not
6
even
spree
like
right now for
Hydra,
Kids. There's
it's like
30
popping
seconds
off
remaining on
right
the point.
now
Shots
either.
he's going to try to get there and make something happen. A playmaker for OPTIC.
Hydra
And then from
starts
behind
popping
finds at
off,
least
then they're
one.
in
That
big
stun's going to
trouble
help out.
at the minute there.
Dashy with a late break. You're in.
Not really settling
Rotation
into this
over
game.
towards New. Subliners are there, and this is one hell of a smacking so far. Not out of this one yet, though. Hard point up in 10.
This is so tough, though, because, again, the cruise missile in the back pocket, that could be for a potential P2 break, even P1. Like, Subliners are going to have plenty of options. They're obviously ahead of the rotation game. We talked about them
so
being
much
12th, and
time.
we just get to test the theory
It's
once
such a
again,
big
not
advantage
actually getting
already.
the time. It looks like OPTIC going to do enough to break it down instantaneously. That has been the issue for Subliners on this map. It gets shown off right here, and maybe Kismet might be time for the old bailout cruise, but by the looks of it, they're just going to run it down with a gunny.
Yep, looking to get it done with the gunny alone. Oh, Kenny, they line up for him, and Kiz tagged, but not done yet. Kenny with 3
fine.
holds the bridge down. Subliners,
There we go,
you
Kenny.
shall not pass.
Maybe Kenny with the game sort of
Dashy's
flowing
getting
his
some time
direction,
as
able
well.
to get more kills. OPTIC on the back foot for a few of these rotations. And, well, there's a 4 spree for Ken, so no bug biting him just yet. And I was surprised about the no cruise missile investment. I think some others might be feeling the heat of
I
that
would-
one.
if
This
I'm
ended up
Kenny
being
right
a
now,
wonderful hill.
although he's getting a
from
lot of
OPTIC
time,
Texas,
I try
just to
and
sort
play
of
for
get
this,
back in the game. But first set of rotations,
this streak as
still a
well.
50-point gap in P1. This is where Subliners really sort of lit the kill feed up, and they're doing so once again.
Yeah, back over to P1. Wow, what a first hard point set that was. OPTIC Texas taken for a ride for the first few, but they're back in it. A nice opener there from Kenny. Slow start. He's looking fine now. Jossie up next. Kismet on a 4 spree. Still holding on to the first cruise. Better get that out of his pocket before he laps it.
And again, this just means Subliners can stack the hill. Play for the kills. There is no pressure. Sid worried about the flanks, but no flanks rolling through. So repositions to
my
help his
God.
teammates out. And Kismet is on a tear. He's got a lot of bark and a lot of bite on a 5 spree. I mean, he's going to double on with the cruise missiles. Doesn't even need one. He is the score streak.
He is the score streak. Mid-map. This is where things are very, very difficult for OPTIC Texas in the first set. This time, though, Dashy's in.
Ooh, they're going to be
He's got
looking.
that back spawn covered. OPTIC, though, no. Someone's behind them. They're not spawning close enough to the hard point. Oh, no, Dashy. You have looked the wrong way, my friend.
Wow.
Here comes Kiz. Another 6 spree for him.
It's not just the timing on Dashy. Shots, he checks the dash bomb, gives it up in the last second, too. So Kismet, Houdini able to give you 2, but maybe shades of the P-through he had on Karachi. Kismet makes so many great plays on a rotation, but his teammates actually deliver. Sid at least making sure you don't get too much of this time, and Kismet again,
Okay,
the thorn
they're
in
trading
their
a lot of
side.
gunfights right now,
At
both
least
teams,
making it so
so-
OPTIC aren't able to collect. They're
seems
keeping
to
them pushed
settle
back in
down
their
a bit.
spawn.
It's a disgusting performance so far from New York. 30 seconds to go here. They want to get
Kismet
this
is,
time. OPTIC should be able to hold on to this, but again, a total inverse of what we saw in the first hard point. With OPTIC Texas not in control of the new rotation, let's go for a listen in and see how they attack it.
I said back at me.
I'm on. I hear you. I'm on shot.
Ja. Yeah, I hear. I'm here.
Maybe I'm up.
Probably shot. Probably
I'll
shot.
play your box, Miss.
He's back right. He's on the medikit shit.
Somebody box, but they can late this box. I'll play with Brandon.
In shops, boys.
Are we here, Brandon?
One caution.
Shops 20 HP.
Here, what's
I
close?
think he's mid. One's mid.
I'll see. He's in the mannequin thing. Hey, you shot with us.
One's playing mid aggressive.
Hey, one get close. Use of the time, Brandon. Useless in town.
Cages, that's him.
Kids is gonna spawn a useless, bro. He's gonna spawn useless on you, Brandon.
Cages went back to the
Alright.
Yeah, to the back of Bruce.
Try to live, bro. Try to live. Just play the mid.
I went over.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna
Play the mid. Take your time. Take your time. I'll keep the top mid on this.
Hey, main Bruce at the back.
I'll take the top mid. Could be you. Could be you.
In useless,
Back,
in useless,
back,
useless.
back,
back, back, back,
Useless,
back,
useless,
back,
useless. I died one.
I'm playing for him.
I'm on shot as fuck.
I'll see him useless, bro.
You go there. I
I
have
stunned
stairs
it.
again.
I'm holding my stage. I can play back guy useless, bro. I have my top push.
Double useless.
If you graffiti on me.
I think one graffiti down, graffiti down.
One shot useless, absolute Caesar.
Graffiti
Down,
down,
down.
useless.
Where's theirs?
I'm native, bro. I'm one shot.
Just go to the back.
I'll tell me.
I just go to the back.
I'm playing
Graffiti down to this. Better.
Back with it.
No, the other. Caesar. Nice.
Useless,
Last
Nice.
Paco.
Last guy, no?
No. Paco somewhere else.
That's keys.
Where we
Absolutely.
spawning them, boys?
They're spawning behind you, Brandon. P2. Behind you, P2. He might still hit over there. Come right. I'm coming right. Alright. It's still Joe, but I'm helping Brandon. There. Last guy. That's it. I'm bumping on. Just kidding. That's one shot.
I'm helping over.
That's Leski's. Nice. 1 HP is Dante.
I've been pushing
That's fine. Y'all got to come right. I have her left in. I have the left.
Wait, boxes are ready.
I have
Two.
I think I'm a lot of time late.
2 boxes and 1 deep.
I spawned out.
One shot on time.
Alright,
Caesar.
all good. Remember,
What's my pen?
they street.
Yeah, that's me dead.
I'm dead.
Go left straight.
Get him. I want you. I need to be pushing me.
Nice, hands.
Get him. He's P2 me somewhere.
One time,
Behind the boxes.
Let me run him. P2.
Nice.
He went caution in the mid. Caution in the mid. Talk
Box is dead.
Another guy caution in the mid. He's pitching.
Caution in the mid.
Yes. Get
I
him.
stop caution,
Okay, I'll play for him. You're good.
More boxes
Need a
on me.
caution. Paco.
They deep on him, you know?
Paco one shot. No, I've
Boxes. Two.
Paco this. He's pitch gate.
One shot. Two boxes.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna play for now.
Come, one shot.
Okay, come down, small bros.
Alright, 3 reload.
We're missing Paco and maybe.
I saw mid. There's that first guy.
I hear you. I stunned it, AJ.
I'm pushing out this side.
Okay, I'm mid. You're good like that. I'm mid.
One's back, enemy. I'm going to two, going back to middle.
I'm mid push.
Caesar's so weak middle.
They're me, you and me.
I'm leaving.
I have you. Somebody else take time. I have you.
Back right
I'll get time.
Well, if you enjoyed the Karachi, the skill on display there, you are loving this one. My good God, Rio, individual prowess across the board is sensational so far. Looking at another league change.
Yeah, these are like wild plays being set up, awkward positions where these individuals thriving in the chaos. Hydra trying to give you a little bit of extra. Pred getting tagged up on the cross, but so is Hydra. Great job of staying alive. Everybody buying you so much extra time. It is chaos around the bridge hill. You're just looking for a little bit extra, but who's actually going to give it to you? Maybe Shotzi could be that guy. 2 in the feed. Finally, someone gets a 2-piece.
Finally, somebody gets a 2-piece. My God, it was impossible for anyone to effectively stay alive. Look back at the first rotation. Subliners were way up. Optic Texas not shy of the 100-point comeback, but they are making it happen here. Over 200 first. The finish line is in sight, and so is the game 5.
Awkward timing. I was going to say, maybe it pans off. Shotzi nearly threads the needle, but instead, where Optic have dominated P5, Subliners have nearly dominated P1. That's a clean 4 down, and Hydra, well, he's got the read. Except the worst possible timing. Call of Duty at its finest. The break might just be in.
Oh, there it is. Shotzi, traded out. Last man up. Kiss. How many can he get there? The nade catches it. Wow. Red right into the point. Pressure onto the stairwell now. 30-odd seconds remaining here on the point, and Hydra's found his happy place. And a happy boy he was. Pred, 3 spree, staying alive.
Trying to be near that machine, but right now maybe Pred could be the machine. Nope, traded. Subliners 2 in the feed. You know Shotzi, well, he's by vending. Trying to buy you as much time as possible with the contestant. Shotzi's doing a great job on one end, and Dashy, nice trades on the other. Shotzi doesn't get traded out P1, but guess what happened to the spawn? Subliners get to the back. Dashy, the cutoff man, gets caught. It is going to be a 15-point game,
so
effectively going in
time,
towards new.
crazy.
It is Subliners 12th in hold
It's
percentage,
like
getting here first.
No streaks. The back alley battle. 1. Shotzi makes his way forward. Skies holds the line. Here comes the pressure once again. Skies with 2. That's huge. Dashing now through the front. Optic, the avenue of attack is now all towards the ramp. The trophy's desperately being thrown. Lead change on its way. Trades are done. Kismet, last man alive.
Yeah, Shotzi trying to hunt him down, though. Shotzi trying to isolate, find where he is, contest, slam. Kismet going to annihilate him. Now it's all guns forward.
Kismet buys time for the boys to get there. Reinforcements arrive, but the Optic push is not done just yet. Hydra now pushing his way forward.
Big wins.
That's a huge win. Time now going towards Optic. Rotation on the way as well.
Yeah, and look at the reinforcements. 2 players from Optic gonna wrap back and try to catch the guys rotating. The 2 playing over towards old. Kismet gonna get caught. Pred there for the reads. Hydra, next man in line. looking to pierce this setup, and he might have just done it. You had Pred going to push something out. He gets an extra kill, but now players slip through the back, and Sib goes for the pre-aim. Hydra wins one as well. Subliners somehow get to the hill first as they are slamming along the way.
Shotzi manages to find an avenue in. Oh, Pred catches him up as well. Here we go, Skies from the top. Keeping the players at bay. Looking at the game time, though. Dashy wins another big one. Now toe-to-toe with Sib again. Brought him down. It's a two-piece for Bruce. Kismet, he managed to sneak on in. Can he bring down Shotzi? No, the hard point is still alive and kicking. Optic in control.
And it's desperation. One last push. You got to make it spicy.
40 seconds. And now we go. Skies, one break is all you get. You have to get in there now. Pred with the coverage on the street. We're looking at a game 5. Kids with the contest wins 1, and that's it. It's done. The towel is thrown in, and what a slugfest
Game 5.
Map 4 was.
Wow.
Is it a sigh of relief? Or is it the realization you've got to play one more map in this unbelievable series?
Yeah, these two teams are having to work for it. Optic almost looked just exhausted at the things they're having to do. It was a 121 to 25 point lead that Subliners just had that Optic did make the comeback on, but this is not a happy team. You can see it in Kenny's face. A small dub, but maybe for a big L that they have been taking in stage 4. The gameplay is not where they wanted. I know you love to see the ice out of them, but certainly this is a team that they want a little bit extra, which they're going to have to give in the map 5, because Subliners are playing extremely good Call of Duty. The break that Hydra and Sid nearly just had on that final P3, the gunfights these guys are winning, pure insanity. But Kismet for 38, Pred for 36, tip the cap on either side, say GG's, get ready for a game 5.
Yeah, get ready for that game 5. A perfect 13-minute long Rio hardpoint. And a lovely bit of back and forth there. Not a lot separating the two teams, but a big comeback from Optic there. 98 points, 96 points. Just shy of 100. A brilliant look, man. That was crazy, Rio.
Yeah, I think the big thing for the Subliners too is the first P5, they go all the way from 121 to 122, so they get stuffed out. They won that rotation free and clear. All 4 players in position as the hill pops, and they get bullied instantly. And again, they didn't invest the cruise missile off spawn. They try to do it with the guns, and they get bullied out on P5, not once, but twice. So that was the big hill that in my mind was the difference maker that Optic took full advantage of. But you take full advantage for a 12-point win. Optic squeaking their way to the 6th star, where honestly at this point anything can happen.
Well, it's been an absolutely surreal and fantastically competitive series so far. A single map more is all we're going to get. 6-star search and destroy on the other side of this break, folks. Who's walking away with a win? We'll find out in just a brief moment. Optic Texas playing for their lives in the winners bracket in the upcoming major. The New York Subliners also looking to do the same. Very exciting stuff here on the road to the major. We're not quite done yet. One more map here in this series after the break.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Welcome back, folks. We got ourselves some absolutely rootin' tootin' Call of Duty being played today. We've got ourselves one more map in this electrifying series between the New York Subliners and OPTIC, Texas, and we're going to 6-star. Don't know where we're leaning this way, Chance. We had a 6-5 in Invasion. That was a spicy one, too.
Completely anyone's guess, but make no mistake, we talk about sort of like the implications in this like stage. Most of it has been on the bottom 8 teams of like who's actually going to make it to champs. Both these teams super safe. They're playing for action at the major, but the reason it's extra spicy, not just because it's a top 4 matchup, because OPTIC, again, if they lose this, the potential of them starting in the losers bracket becomes extremely real. Tie breaks could get weird. They're going to have to clutch up in their next 2 series. It could be insanity if OPTIC end up in this spot, but if they win this one here, maybe off the back of Dashy, they can get it done. They should be in a perfectly fine spot, but obviously Dashy, his clutch numbers way beyond just 4. So many more clutches that he has had, so I think those might be the stage 4, not the season, because he has been frying all year long.
Here we go, folks. Get a couple of tickles with the old frag grenades over the top. And Kismet and Hydra. They do a lot of damage there, but the trades are done. Down a man either side. Bomb moving its way towards A with tremendous purpose.
Well, Shotzi's pushed out the lane for you, and, well, there's 3 players from OPTIC alive in 3 lanes the Subliners are going to be attacking, so everybody has to win their ones, and Dashy timing not going to go his way. And the glass didn't get broken either, so you got Hydra being extra sneaky.
He's so sneaky. And no one accounts for this. It happens all the time. There's an entire lane. Reese has let that one slide, and Hydra has now infiltrated the site nearly alone. Maybe get a kill. Wait for the rest of the boys. Dashy. Oh, he gets it a little bit late. Damage dealt. Pred's there for it, and Hydra. Pick a corner, any corner. Hold your breath. Wins a big one. Pistol already. Once the smoke clears, what's going to go on this 1v1? The snap.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a frustrating one. But a fitting round to start the map off.
Yeah, and Shotzi's laughing at that one because they nearly gave it away. It was a team kill through the smoke that, I mean, Hydra just caught off guard by it, but OPTIC so close to completely tossing it away, but all is well that ends well. And now finally they have something to smile about, or at least the SMGs. The SMGs do. Yeah. A tale of 2 different duos, by the way. Holy.
Oh Kenny and Bruce like, I am not laughing right now, man. This is a tough map, tough series. I'm getting winners. Thank you very much.
Yeah, kids maybe having a little bit too much fun trying to rein them in. And Hydra, I think he got spotted on the cross. Yeah, the stuns are coming out. Dash is looking this way. They're worried about the pressure in the water as Kismet can't find anything there. First blood, well, effectively traded out. That is Hydra at 2 HP in a dream. And now the play towards mid, calling out 2. Hydra chasing it, and he might find it.
Yeah, he's getting it. There's the one. And you still can sort of go back over towards B from here. The options the Hydra and Sky still have got to play with. Kenny's going to maneuver towards the top bar side. He'll get there in a moment.
No, New York Subliners, the way they've been playing this map recently, though, I don't think they're going to go for the plant. They're going to swarm and play for the kills with 40 seconds, would be my guess.
Here we go. Kenny holds it. Perfect reads. Sky's last alive still with that bomb, though. And he could do another lap. If he times this right, OPTIC may vacate A, go towards B, or Skies walks right into Kenny. Oh, Kenny ain't moving.
Wow! You can't lay down against Skies. You just can't. Stand up for him.
Shotzi. Waiting for it.
Damn!
Okay. I read those lips. I know what he said. There's no way you win that 2v1.
Brother, he is the absolute bane of OPTIC's existence right now. The gunfight should have been free. It is the headshot multiplier again. And Shotzi can't dance with it. Sky's quite literally too icy. The savior in map 2 that, by the way, went to round 11. If Skies wasn't clutching up, this series would have been done already. Instead, here we are, tied up 1-1 again. Skies is a fighter. Around Subliners had no right to win.
That's unbelievable. Well, we're all learning, folks. Don't go prone, get boned. Headshot multiplier absolutely rocking folks these days. Woo. That was
1v2
really
there was
bad. Dashy's
crazy.
first blood.
Absolutely.
Sib and Kiers over by the bomb site. They've got the trophy down as well. That's a lot of damage, but you're going to be able to get away with it.
Yeah, this is again talking about Hydra in the first blood category, sort of the one, you know, staying on his resume throughout this year. He's been better, but can't get it done there. Now 4 versus 2. I will say though, Skies is still alive.
It's lovely shots from Pred there. Still plenty to go.
Don't
in that
lay down,
magazine.
stand up. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Bruce knows. Just stand up. There you go. All right, Skies once again. Lying down, standing up, doesn't seem to matter. Caesar Skies bueno. He's cooking. Bomb's going to get planted now in this 3v2. Subliners down a man. Will it matter?
If they get a pick.
Eyes on 1. Looking for number 2. Kismet just for some bait. Trying to set up Skies for the kill.
Kids have to get on the board. We might be able to do it here. Fred's never going to give his life away from this position. Shotty. Can't get both.
Yeah.
You're on the board at the very least. Optic Texas managed to save you. Was a very, very delicate moment.
How's a good spread?
Yeah, and maybe just laughing about some of the headshots that rolled through as well, because what could have been a 3-0 lead right now instead. Only 2-1 from Optic, but not too bad. Pred also very strong start, 5-1. Little cherry on top kill at the end of that round as well. But just good wins for the first blood. Again, heads up aware. Hydra goes for a little jump up. Dashy has it in his sights, so no funny business there. It's going to be interesting to see just what Subliners want to do on the attack as well. They've shown a few different looks, and, well, they're talking about it off spawn. So many stuns and nades, I think, just got tossed over towards A. Brent and Dashy, maybe they're not going to fall for the bait. Yeah, Dashy, he's sticking around, so no funny games being played. Pred, a lot of pressure on. 3 players nearby, and they're in between you.
Oh,
Wait a minute. He's still there, Pred. Right next to the site. Nearly wins the fight. My God, that would have been something. It's not over yet, though. Shotzi, oh, he wins his fight on the other side of the map. Skies, bad timing here. Kenny in the 1v2. Kenny can't get them both. Now it's the 2v1. And Shotzi is on his way across towards this side of the map.
Yeah, and again, Subliners, they don't like planting the bombs in these situations on this map. So you got Shotzi, just look at the angle. He can see him at the cross deep in his spawn. 2 players, does he chase or does he cut him off at A? We're hunting him down.
It has a nade to work with as well. Trophy gone. Number 1. The second of the fadeaway, not enough to get it. What a nade! It's going to force Kiz out of position. Oh my God. But the high ground pays off, and there was a chance.
As the nade
there was
went up,
a chance.
If he jumped up.
I'm sorry, did he just bounced that nade off of his forehead.
That was some absolute Jedi shit. I know what it is.
Yeah, Shotzi's insane, dude.
You all saw that. That was one hell of a nade. That boy played Halo. This was around.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be just double chows through and through. Subliners are going to be swarming together pretty constantly, playing aggressive as well. Optic are doing a really nice job of playing around sort of the Subliner style on this map, but because of the Skies clutch and the 2v1 win there hasn't made a bit of difference, but a different look. No interesting routes being taken other than the double flank, potentially. That could be coming through. Keep in mind, Kenny is not in the picture on this play, so Optic maybe not going to be comfortable to plant until they got everybody nearby.
Hey, Hydra.
I just got aggressive.
Right onto the fight. Pred. Damage enough to Dashy to back him up. Top security in a moment. We'll see if that play comes through, but it's a double down low hit. And Pred is never going to check this. And if he does, he's dead anyway, baby. Wow. New York Subliners overwhelm the site and win the fights.
Yeah, and Kenny was out of the picture, so you just swarm the site with man advantage. Now a 2v4 for the Optic boys, but it's being watched. Skies laying down, and that's the problem. Can't do that anymore. We're standing up for the Chels and standing up for Dashy. Kismet in a 1v1, a 2v4. The seriousness of the AR players from Optic might reign supreme.
Kismet has been on fire this series so far.
Because you won the last 1v1, can you do it again? In a very similar position. I love this from Kenny. Stretch plant. Kismet can't see him from there. Kenny runs into him. Kenny wins a big one. Lightning will not strike twice for Kismet.
And Hydra and Sib, just like playing peekaboo, Dashy gets to play whack-a-mole. And you got a 4v2 advantage. You got complete control effectively, at least around the site, and you just hand it away. I mean, not even on a jump check, just a full
That was huge from
send.
Dashy.
In a painful mistake, Subliners, I mean, world champs or not, they absolutely tossed that one away.
That was the replay of the round. 1 up for Optic. Back over towards A
If
for the
this close
Subliners.
though, if Sib can
All
settle
the
into the game,
concussions out. Nobody home though. Optic are over towards B.
struggling at the moment. He
Yeah,
could
how
pick up one
quickly
or
you
two.
actually go for the plant, though. You got a trophy down. Kismet roaming the flank. Timing perfect. You see his shadow. Easy. First blood. Bomb should go down as well. A 3v4 retake attempt from Optic, but I feel like Subliners, again, this is just too good of a spot to let go.
One player in mid's going to be an issue. Oh, Preda's managed to just sneak through. Kismet doesn't see him. Totally undetected. Doesn't matter. Puts another player on his back. Pred with the trades. Watch out for the nade. I think Hydra might have heard that. Backs up. 25 on the clock.
There's just nothing you do. They're going to flood in through a tiny little alley. Can't get the smokes out because of the trophy.
big kill.
Pred, yeah, going to get traded out. 17
1v2,
seconds for a
15
1v2.
seconds.
And that first blood Kismet picked up ends up sealing it. Kismet making plays when you need them to most. Bulldog barks again.
The equalizer found. Kismet's 2 individual fights roaming the halls of 6-star. Eviscerates Shotzi in the outside by Pool. And that certainly helps the case for the map.
We just saw, by the way, Sib he just got off the donut cam. He's also done nearly 1,000 damage. So 1 kill for 950 damage he's output. Explains the kind of game he's having.
He's ripping. Just not kills. A-bomb site heavy hit here from OPTIC. They are very much committed to this. 2 on the inside of security, 2 down low. And they're waiting for it. Sib, he's shooting pixels, as is Kismet. What an angle that is. A massive pain in the arse for OPTIC to deal with here.
And Kenny, by the way, much tighter setup on the flank. He's playing a lot closer to his boys. And well, that trophy's down. Nice shots from Kismet. Is there any follow-up from any player? Skies, does he have the nade in hand? No, already expended. So this is going to be a pure 4v4 retake. Actually, Optic's still not comfortable.
Sib managed to get a headshot on a Pred. Here we go. And that smoke just makes everyone a little bit uncomfortable. Kenny on the flank managed to pick up at least 1. Oh, this is weird. Shotzi there again in the chaos. Kenny, the last man left alive. Here they go. Damage. Kill. The second man. A lot of noise being made. And Kenny in the 1v1. No, it's Skies once again from up top. As back and forth, both players trying to juke one another and ample time on the defuse.
3 kills that round.
Bro, Skies can just not be touched right now in these clutch situations. Outside of the 4 versus 2 that slipped through the cracks, he has been undeniable. Kenny, obviously in a very difficult situation, breaks the glass, tries to juke it out, but no fooling Skies on this one. Easy reads towards the end and executing in the 2 versus 1. You see able to keel up maybe just enough before the chow, but unfortunately for Kenny, just nothing he could do.
It's the same sort of thing we saw in the invasion by the Dozer 1v1 that Dashy won. Eliminate the ring around Rosie, go vertical. Seems to work every single time.
This would be a huge break.
Another round, another first blood for Sib.
Yeah, Pred gets caught again, 2 rounds in a row, and I think Sib on the receiving end of both of them. Again, he had 1 kill with 900 damage. Well, the damage has continued, and now the kills are falling as Hydra has all of the space on the map. Dashy ain't gonna read that, or maybe Dashy too good. I think he caught him by a pixel, able to get the gun up in time. And now you got a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, that's a happy place to be. Eyes on towards the bomb site. Tons of players here, and they're down low. A shoulder thrown. A big kill. Dashy sent in for the second. No hope. Kismet with the rifle 9. And Chelsea, good luck here, mate. There is no way. The Subliners match point.
Wow.
Yeah, in OPTIC looking sloppy, by the way, too. Those were not good chows coming through. In a 3 versus 3, maybe OPTIC have lost a bit of that air of confidence in their gameplay. Getting picked apart by Skies, I guess I'll do that to you. 1 round away, and again, losers bracket in round 1 from OPTIC. Not a guarantee, but becomes very real if New York closes this one out.
3 straight rounds
There
for
we go.
Optic Texas is what they need.
The issue they have is that they get traded
This
for
one,
first
oh
blood
dear,
so quick
that's a lot
every
of damage
time.
dealt the Subliners players. They won a lot of trophies there, so while they lick their wounds, you have to deal with Shotzi in a moment. Everybody be quiet. No noise. No one's giving anything away.
It's a weird nature documentary.
It is very weird. Simply the ambient sounds of 6-star, apart from the shots here, and that's him enough
He's
to
trying
send
to bait
Shotzi in
you.
for the kill.
He's trying to bait you.
Hungry for it. Sib down low by the bomb. Opening exchange. And it's big damage, but it's Shotzi alone. He's doing this entirely by himself. Coverage now from Dashi. Removers in a position. Kenny on the flank. Pred finds his. The round is getting blown wide open. Kids with 2. Hydra with 2
I called
of his
it. I
own.
called it.
And the map and the
He
series
should have never
is
pushed that
over.
on his own.
Dude, and Optic just not able to play with any
Wow.
confidence, man. A 2v4, they get picked apart. You know who's never lacked confidence? Kismet. Gives you 2 in the round. Frankly, might have been able to give you a 3rd. I didn't see it in the feed because the kills fell too fast, but here's a replay, and here's Kiz, the tried and true. Number 1, number 2.
He backed away and just
his
left it
eyes
open. None of his
alight.
teammates were there. He was the only
So
one with eyes
much
on that
damage
area.
being done, and the SMG
You know,
duo
they
there
push that
on
way
the
every
side of
single round.
Subliners able to get it
You knew you
done.
left that.
A
They were
nice
gonna
little
come up that
roar
way.
as they dagger Optic Texas. Again, plenty of Call of Duty left to be played in this stage 4, but
I'm saying that
Optic,
from
they're gonna
here,
be feeling
but
that Texas heat.
still,
The Subliners exact
they-
a little bit
they
of
went
that
that
online
road.
revenge.
So many
That
times.
was a delightful Monster Energy matchup here
Wow.
on this stupendous
There we go, then.
Sunday.
Subliners take
Optic's road
series
to the
3-2.
major has just become even more challenging for them. Wow, they're not quite champs to chumps yet.
There you have it, folks. Optic Texas fall to the series 3-2 to New York Subliners. One last look at all the games. There you have it. GG's.